I am alive and it is good to be alive. I want to talk to you all about Bennet today because I feel like this boy Bennet needs some love. I watch lots of YouTube videos about Genshin Impact. I'm all over the Reddit, looking at all the cool fan art and discussions, but I totally forgot that Bennet was even a thing or even existed. Pulled him the other day and he is a ton of fun. I love him. I was kind of in this position where I wanted a new healer and B, a new fire character, because Barbara is a healer, but she's boring, and Zhang Ling does fire damage, but everybody has Zhang Ling, I feel like. So what makes Bennet amazing is his ultimate, or his elemental burst. He essentially slams the ground and lays down a field, and if allies or anybody in the field is at or below 70% HP, they rapidly heal every second, and this scales based off of Bennet's max HP. So you want to level up HP on Bennet because it's his max, not his base. So it's really easy to get large amounts of healing from this, and it's super useful. On top of that, if somebody is already at or above 70%, if they're at 70%, they still heal, which is amazing. So if they're above 70% healing, they get bonus attack based off of Bennet's base attack. So it's not really I wouldn't pump a lot of attack into Bennet. That's just me. I've put 2 artifact sets that benefit from energy regen so that he can always be generating energy, because his cooldown effect, his E ability, only has like a 4-second cooldown. And if you ascend Bennet enough, that cooldown gets cut in half while you're standing in his ult. So if it's cut in half, you can use his elemental cooldown every 2 seconds, and every time you do that, you generate a ton of energy for his ultimate, so you always have his ultimate going. This has been extremely helpful to me as a healing, because it's way faster to generate than Barbara stuff, and God, I love Barbara, but I'm just tired of her, and I'm also tired of putting the ring of hydro around myself, because then when you're fighting cryo enemies, you're essentially just dooming yourself to spam the space bar button and lose your freaking mind. So Bennet is really cool. I can't believe more people aren't talking about him. We'll go ahead and showcase him in combat here a little bit. So it's really nice that his E has such a low cooldown because you can keep using it. And it also has 3 different variants. If you tap the E button, he'll just do a short fire slash. If you hold it until it charges once, he will do a 1-2, which ends with an uppercut. And if you hold it until the charge procs twice, aka the final form, he will actually do 3 slashes, and the final slash hits the ground and explodes, sending him flying backwards. Some people were saying this was a negative, but I think it's kind of cool because it allows you to just kind of run into the fray, do it, and blast yourself back, and then let the energy particles come to you, and by then you'll probably have your ultimate, so you can run back into the fray, pop it, and switch characters. It's also cool if you're doing a defense objective because it'll also send smaller enemies flying away from the objective, so it's really fun. Bennet is a really adorable character. I like his personality and his profile and stuff like that. And he's been super useful. I went ahead and threw Barbara in the trash pretty much. Not because she's useless, but I'm just so tired of using her. So Bennet gives me a nice pyro character that can constantly use his abilities, buff attack damage, and heal my whole team. And what's cool is I was using him in a multiplayer dungeon the other day because we didn't have a healer, and I was like, well, I don't fare too well without having healing, so I brought Bennet in, and what's nice is even though his damage was lackluster, I was still placing the fire element on a lot of enemies, allowing for elemental reactions, and his ultimate is going to buff the damage of your teammates that did bring damage dealers, just making them even more effective, so he's a great addition to your squad. Pulled him, didn't know anything about him, and now I freaking love him. So if you guys pull Bennet, show that boy some love. He needs it. This dude is an awesome character. I'm probably going to be using him for quite a while. So if you have any questions, leave them down in the comment section. Otherwise, just feel free to say hi. Help each other out with cool build ideas, all that. Anyways, Bennet is an amazing character. Love everything about him. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.